Well, hello there. I'm Kim Berry, editor of Food and Drink Business. Welcome to Play, our weekly news roundup, brought to you by Hydroflux, a leading provider of tailored water treatment solutions. In recognising that no two operations are the same, Hydroflux emphasises the importance of customised water and wastewater solutions to meet specific needs. I've taken Play on the road, and we're coming to you from this year's Alt Proteins Summit in Melbourne. Activities are about to get underway, and with more than 40 speakers coming from all over the world, it's going to be a hotbed of ideas and discussion. Meanwhile, in the news this week, V2 Food says research done by the National Science Agency CSIRO on the nutritional benefits of its plant-based mince, found it was comparable to traditional beef mince on protein quality and digestibility. V2 Food Chief Science Officer Dr. Lisa Claire Ronquest-Ross said health is the top reason Australian consumers are choosing plant-based meat, so it's important the products are as healthy as possible and with nutritional claims that can be backed by evidence. Pure Dairy says its new state-of-the-art manufacturing and cheese processing facility is on track to open for production in April next year. The 13,000 square metre factory is in Dandenong South's industrial precinct, with the company saying it will feature cutting-edge technology that hasn't been seen in Australia. Pure Dairy Chair Andrea Josephson said it's the largest privately funded investment in Australian dairy for 40 years. Considering the volatile nature of the dairy industry at the moment, with Western Global Foods going into voluntary administration last month and Saputo announcing it couldn't find a buyer for King Island Dairy, so would be retiring the brand and closing its factory next year, Pure Dairy's build is welcome news. In other happy cheese news, Tas Foods says the decision by Coles to range its Pyengana Dairy traditional cheddar cheese in more than 180 stores for the festive season was a significant achievement as the company looks to improve revenue and profitability for the brand. The cheddar will be available in Tasmania, Victoria, New South Wales and Queensland. Fun fact, Pyengana Dairy has been making cheese on the same site in the northeast corner of Tasmania for more than 130 years, using milk from a single herd dairy farm next door. Let's all make a pact this festive season that we're going to look at the packets of our cheese and other produce and check that it's locally made and owned. The University of Queensland has built a $65 million plant futures facility to research ways to improve crop productivity and in turn secure future food supplies. It's fitted out with technology that can finely control temperature, light intensity, light quality, humidity and carbon dioxide concentration, allowing researchers to study plant responses to myriad climate scenarios. Treasurer Jim Chalmers tabled changes to Australia's merger laws in Parliament yesterday, saying the new rules will improve how deals are approved and make the system faster, stronger, simpler, more targeted and more transparent. He said the changes would be the biggest reform to merger laws in about 50 years and would create much more certainty for businesses that have been navigating an unclear and antiquated merger system for decades. There will be 3 key thresholds for proposed mergers, and Chalmers also took a moment to single out the supermarkets, because they're currently having a grand old time of sustained scrutiny, so why not continue it? Also released, the ATO has published the first transparency report for the Research and Development Tax Incentive Scheme. In 2021-22, $11.2 billion of expenditure was claimed in the scheme by 11,545 companies. Public and multinational companies claimed the most, with a total of $4.9 billion, followed by privately owned and wealthy groups with $4.1 billion, and then small businesses with $2.2 billion. Tassal was the only food company in the top 10 claims, coming in 7th with an R&D expenditure of almost $56 million. There's a link to the report on the website and it's got some really interesting breakdowns of the figures. So if your numbers are your jam, well, that'll be your toast. I don't think that makes sense, but anyway. I'm off to hear about the latest brands, new products, food tech, and more. So I think that'll do for today. For all these stories and more, head to the website foodanddrinkbusiness.com.au. Thanks to Hydroflux. Don't forget to subscribe to our daily newsletter and tell your colleagues as well. And with that, I'm Kim Berry, over and out.